Hey guys, today I wanted to talk a little bit about diet. Somebody asked me to talk about this. I've dieted down to having abs, and I'm pretty close right now. And I've been pretty fat before. I was right at the start of 2019. I was pretty big. I was 230 with no muscle mass, and since then I've been working out pretty hard and getting to know how to diet properly and learning how to be nutritious. And the main takeaway after, I guess, 6 years now is don't push yourself too hard. You know, especially when you're first starting a diet, you're going to feel great. Um, and you're going to want to just cut out everything and just starve yourself. And that is a recipe for disaster. Um, Basically, you want to treat yourself once in a while, at least. Don't cut out everything you love because you're going to want to eat those things. And if you don't let yourself eat them, you're going to come back to them very hard and you're just going to undo all the progress up until that point. You know, it's happened to me several times. It's the way you want to look at it is okay, first of all, calories in, calories out. Okay? Go to a calorie calculator on Google, find out what your maintenance calories are, what your weight loss calories are. Now, that might not be exact. It's a good starting point, and it's generally going to be pretty accurate. Okay, so calories in, calories out. It doesn't have to be per day. You know, you can be in a deficit all week, and then on the weekends, you kind of just let yourself eat whatever you want. Not too crazy, right? But like a pizza's not going to kill you. As long as the whole week you're in a calorie deficit, then you're good. You're going to be losing weight. And if you have a goal like, oh, I want to slim down for summer, you have to be ready to do that 6 months in advance. You know, you're not going to achieve the results you want in a month or two. This is all a long term game. You know, it's about changing your habits, the way you live your life, basically. You have to have a relationship with food that's healthy because cutting out everything you love, I mean, that's not healthy. That's just coping. You know, you're punishing yourself for no reason. At the end of the day, people don't really care if you're super slim. You know, your personality is going to matter a lot more. Being able to sit down and eat something delicious and not care about it, you know, that's going to build a good relationship. You know, if somebody's like, "Oh, let's go for ice cream," and you're like, "Ah, I can't. Ice cream is the devil." Come on, who's gonna like you then? Well, no, I mean people will still like you, but it's just like you can let loose. It's fine. You know what I mean? For me, my own personal plan is I eat very healthy throughout the whole week. I'm in a very major calorie deficit, and I plan my lunch so that I have enough carbs and proteins to fuel my workout after work. And then I have a pretty nutritious, filling meal, usually chicken breast, some salad, maybe some non bread or whatever. But I still keep it within the calorie limit for losing weight. And then on weekends, you know, I'll have some chips, I'll have a drink or two, some ice cream. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And another myth is abs are built in the kitchen. No way. No way, man. You're not going to have abs if you're not working out. Period. And also, an intense workout is going to burn so much calories. Like, let's say you do Muay Thai for an hour and you're just going and you're sweating and you're breathing heavy. All that CO2 and sweat, that's a byproduct of you burning fat for energy. You're breathing out fat, basically. When you're using it for energy, it's converted to carbon dioxide and water, excreted as breath and sweat. So that's going to allow you to not only eat more food, but it's actually going to force you to eat more food and force your body to work extra hard to recover, which increases your metabolism. So no, abs are not just built in the gym. You have to work out. You have to exercise. You have to move your body. So really, the diet isn't as important as staying active. Don't believe the lies. Seriously. You want to prioritize being active before you start prioritizing diet. Because think about this. Let's say you get super skinny, right? And you have no muscle mass. You're still going to look average. You're still going to look kind of skinny fat, you know? And that's not what the goal is for most people. You know, you want to look fit. And the only way to look fit is to have muscle on your body. So, yeah. Keep it simple. You know, if you really, really want to lose weight, keep it simple. Lean protein, red meat, chicken, good choices. Salads. Cut out processed carbs, cut out sugar. Those two things are going to, one, bloat you, two, make you retain water, right? So if you really are serious and you're just tired of being fat, cut those two things out first. No sugary drinks. You can do diet. I do. Coca-Cola, 0. Anyways. But just be careful. You might crash. So just, count the calories. Over time, you kind of adapt your body to eating more healthy. And then you don't crave those sugars as much anymore. Because you know you're going to get them at some point in the week with a cheat meal every 2 weeks. You know, that's the progression. And never become sedentary. Okay? That's the real kicker, is you always want to be moving, at least for a little bit of time during the day. You know, you want to stress your body so that it has to rebuild itself. It has to use those nutrients that it saved up. You know, that's the key. That's the key. Anyways, I think I've said all I wanted to say. I can't think of anything else right now. So, hope you guys are doing well. See you next time. Sorry about the stuttering, by the way. I had a stutter since I was a kid, so I really can't get rid of this. I'm completely sober right now. It's just I can't talk sometimes. Anyways, see you guys next time.